Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
It looks like he has fingerless gloves.
So this was unveiled last year at E3, but we got a lot more to look at this year. We got about a 9-minute long gameplay. They call it a gameplay trailer. It looked more like a demo, but at the same time, it wasn't playable there at the show. And oh my goodness, this looks like it's going to. I'm not. I know I'm going to sound like I'm just hyping this game, but this looks like it has a potential to be the best Spider-Man game there has ever been.
Oh yeah.
Like if you think, like this is basically going to be like the Arkham games.
That's what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying that this is basically it's Arkham with Spider-Man.
I completely agree, and it's not that they're copying the Arkham formula. They're just basically taking everything good about the previous Spider-Man games that we've had and turning everything up.
And honestly, if like a lot of I have heard people say like negative, like meaning in negative ways of like, oh, it's just like Arkham, but it's Spider-Man. It's like, first off, Spider-Man actually has a reason to be able to like, what's the word I'm looking for? React to people coming close to him in combat, because that's one of his powers. Is his
literally
Spidey
a
sense.
superpower that he has.
He's able to sense things because, like a spider, spiders are able to like feel air on their hairs. Which, but I hate spiders. That's a really cool thing to be able to like know something's coming because the hair on your body starts moving, so they're able to like react to it.
Right.
So Spider-Man is able to do the exact same thing. So Batman has nothing like that. And the only thing...
Technology.
Well, and the only thing that's ever been like kind of like that in Batman was the second Batman movie, the good ones with...
Batman Returns? Is that what you're talking about?
Was that the one with Joker?
Oh, Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight. That one, he had like sonar, so he was able to like see things, kind of.
Well, and there's also always been like the Batman thing where someone's coming up behind him and he, punches them.
Yeah, but that's like a comic book, like
I know, like, oh man, he's that good, like.
Yeah, but like, if anything, it makes more sense for it to be in a Spider-Man game than a Batman game.
Yeah.
So,
and I've always loved how they have made Spider-Man's fighting style extremely acrobatic. Like the more acrobatic you make Spider-Man, instead of just having him punching and kicking, like that's a much better fight style to go with. And this is being made by Insomniac, the people who were kind of rumored to be making it a year ago. I think this rumor was flying around that we talked about. Turns out it's true. And this demo, it's a 9-minute demo, and it's basically him going to a construction site, taking out these guys. And if you notice, he doesn't kill any. He like they're fighting on rooftops, and even when like he throws a guy off the rooftop, he like grabs him with webbing and like pulls him in, and, like knocks him out. That's actually something that a feature in the game where you cannot kill the criminals. They will not allow you to do that because they're trying. And people might complain about that. It's like, oh, well, I could do that in previous Spider-Man games. Yeah, that's because the technology didn't exist to like basically stop you from doing that.
Also, Peter Parker's a teenager, and also he has the I have this power, so I should do it for good thing. Yeah, so he's never actually killed anyone. Thing. Even when he's wanted to kill someone before, he's never actually done it. I don't think. There's probably a comic, series where he's killed people.
It's debatable. We'll just put it that way. It's kind of like
it's very rare that Spider-Man ever kills.
Let's just, since we've been talking about Batman, if one of them comes closer to the line of killing people, it's definitely Batman.
I'm pretty sure Batman's actually killed people before.
Yeah. Even though I have one rule that you've broken, but that's actually, I think that's neat that that's in there. That they basically won't let you do something that will kill them, and they've apparently programmed hundreds of different animations that will just activate Let's say if you throw a villain out into traffic, like you'll yank him back, or you'll do something that will prevent Spider-Man from killing someone.
Oh my!
What?
All right, so I really wish I hadn't seen that. So in the trailer, when Spider-Man is, like you said, he's like in a construction building, and he's like, there's like these, I'm just gonna say terrorists that have like construction people like hostage, and he's like fighting them, and like he gets to the top, and there's a dude with like a weird electric blade. Yeah. And he kills a dude, and then he's getting in a helicopter, and he's about to fly away, and Spider-Man's, I don't have any volume, but he's just like, no, and he shoots webbing at the helicopter. It looks so bad.
What, the webbing at the helicopter? The webbing
attaching to the helicopter. It's like it didn't grow or attach on its way to it. It was just like, it was the same size, and it just went up and just latched on. Huh.
Well, a lot of the other stuff looks...
The fighting good. Looks great.
Yeah.
And I'm a very big stickler when it comes to just like small little details like that, and like I know like a lot of people are, but as soon as I saw that, it made me cringe just a tiny bit.
And I think that's probably more like a cinematic thing that will hopefully get cleaned up before the official release.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, like, I just love the fact that you're webbing around the city trying to stop this helicopter, which now has like a wrecking ball attached to it, so it can't get that high, and it's like slamming things into buildings, and you're trying to stop it. And how he actually stops the helicopter, it's better than anything I've seen in a Spider-Man movie so far. It's done so creatively. Like, okay, one of my favorite things in the Spider-Man films was when he stops the train in Spider-Man 2. I thought that was done really well. The way he stops the helicopter is so creative. Like, it basically, like, he attaches it to something, and it does like basically almost like a catapult like slingshot kind of deal with the helicopter. It just looks like this game's going to be really fun. Oh, and at the very end of the trailer, they introduce a character who you wouldn't think would be in this, but he is. Apparently Miles Morales is going to be in this game. Do you know who that is?
No.
In the Ultimate Spider-Man storyline, Peter Parker gets killed. Miles Morales takes up, like, he becomes the next Spider-Man when that happens. So I don't think this is just gonna be an Ultimate Spider-Man thing. I think it's very much its own storyline. But it is interesting that they threw that in there just at the very end to be like a bit of a teaser for it. But again, it looks so good. I cannot wait to play it.
Oh yeah, and like the old Spider-Man games, I think like some of the most fun that like I ever had playing them was just like swinging around the city. Yeah, it's like playing GTA. Some of the most fun is just like driving around and blowing stuff up just because you can.
And the swinging, like it feels really good when you're allowed to do that.
There's a lot of the movement, like things are blowing up, but you're able to like swing towards them and like make it through tiny holes, and it's just like it's just a constant momentum, and it feels so good because in Spider-Man movies,
he's doing that all the time.
He has a Spidey sense, so he's able to like be like, oh, I can, like, he never stops. He just goes unless like he needs to like stop something.
Right.
He's just always going.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
It looks really good. Can't wait.